Hi, I'm Steve Selig, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how to use fit.test to show improvements in your clients. So what I've got here is data from a client before and after an exercise training program lasting a few months. And so this is a 65-year-old male, 66 kilograms. And at the first test, he got to a peak workload of 5 kilometers an hour on a treadmill with 13% gradient. And on the post test after the exercise program, he got to 5 kilometers an hour and 18% gradient, which is a significant improvement. To gauge how fit test really identifies improvements in fitness, there are a number of ways that fit test does that. But one of the methods that it uses is that it will see a change in the heart rate for a given work rate. So I've highlighted around with the red borders and the pre-test, just for example, 5 kilometers an hour and 10% gradient with a heart rate of 128. After the training program, 5 kilometers an hour and 10% gradient only produced a heart rate of 109. And so long as nothing else has changed, and clinically, of course, we think about changes in medications, changes in clinical status that can affect heart rates as well. But this is one method in which fit test will identify an improvement in someone's fitness after a training program. But I want to say at the outset that one of the great strengths of my app is that it is not even dependent on heart rates. Even if these heart rates didn't change from one test to another at 5 kilometers an hour and 10% gradient, fit test could still also show improvements in fitness. Now, if we just take very basic causes of improvements in fitness or improvements in VO2 peak, estimated VO2 peak. It could be due to increase in fitness, so fitness of the heart, fitness of the skeletal muscles involved in that exercise, not so much fitness of the lungs. So increased fitness. Now, plus or minus a loss of body fat. So for example, in those who need to lose some body fat, just the ability to lose some body fat but still retaining good muscle will improve the power to weight ratio and improve performance on a treadmill like this. But the highlight of this slide here that I've got in front of you is that no matter whether heart rate changes or doesn't change from one test to another, fit test will pick up improvements in fitness in your clients, and that is vastly different to many other apps. So just following on from the pre and post tests, so the client before the exercise program has this relationship with the green dots being the actual data and the red dot being the estimated VO2 peak from the app. On the post test, the things to notice are, well, first of all, the line is longer because there are a few more data points there. So the person's gone this time to 18% gradient instead of 13% gradient. But the really noticeable thing is the change in slope. So now the heart rate trend graph is flatter, and that means for a given workload estimated by VO2 or indicated by VO2, for a given workload, there's a lower heart rate. But again, I reiterate that changes in these heart rates on their own do not determine the change of fitness for my app fit test. It will work whether or not heart rates change from one test to another. And I just want to emphasize that. So finally, this is what you'll see before and after an exercise program in terms of age categorizations. You see here, it displays nicely the change in fitness after the exercise plan. And there's another way that you can document this, and there's a feature in fit test where you can actually graph in bar graph form the changes in VO2 peak, for a given exercise modality. So these graphs here will be available for all four exercise modalities. That's walk uphill, run on the flat or walk on the flat, cycle and step. So it will only plot, in this instance, it will only plot those tests that were for walk test uphill. So it doesn't cross compare against other modes of exercise, which I think that's a necessary feature of these graphs. I suppose my favourite of all, though, would be these changes in slope, which are really good to demonstrate side by side, and also the changes in the age categorizations. These are very easy to see. These are probably the easiest to see for a client and for a referring doctor or whoever referred the client to you. So that's all I had to say for this short video on how to document improvements in your clients using fit.test. As always, you can contact me directly with the email address info@myfittest.com.au. And thanks for listening to or watching this short video.